am so excited because this little box came all the way from Sweden today, you guys. I am extremely happy. There is only 2 Hoyas in here, and from what I understand, there is another one in there as a gift for my husband. I will explain it in a minute why. So this plants came from Camilla on Instagram, you guys, and I think I've heard of her from Basie's Plants first, and then I was looking at her Instagram and she had one Hoya that I've been wanting for quite some time. I mean, she has a lot of Hoyas that I would love to have, but there's one Hoya that I've been looking for so long, and for some reason they're just not available in US. And it could be because it's not necessarily very popular Hoya, but you know me, I don't really go for what's popular. I go for what's appealing to me personally, and I encourage you guys do the same, because trends just come and go, but the plants that you buy, you guys, they stay with you hopefully for many years. So let's get into this box, and while I'm trying to open this box, which I don't think it's gonna be easy because it's completely sealed all the way around with packaging tape. So it's gonna be a little hard to get into it. So if you guys haven't stumbled on Camilla's account, I will put her Instagram right here, you guys, so you can check her out. So while I'm opening this box, I will tell you this little story, how I came across Camilla and why I decided to reach out to her, how my husband ended up with a Hoya. Basically, I've heard about her, I believe from Basie Plants. I think it's the same Camilla that he actually talks about and getting plants from. And also, she had a Hoya that I've been wanting for a very long time, like I mentioned before. So I have decided to reach out to her and see if I can purchase that Hoya from her. Also, I saw another Hoya on her account that just blew my mind, and this time not for foliage at all. It was the blooms, you guys, that got me to kind of go for that one too. Basically reached out and asked her if I can purchase a couple of Hoyas from her, and she was extremely nice and she agreed to sell a couple of Hoyas to me. But here's the funny story. I reached out to her and then I was waiting for the price and all that kind of stuff. And then I found out about this Equagenera pop-up that you guys saw the video a couple of weeks ago. And I was totally sidetracked with that. So my husband and I went there, and as you saw in my video, I purchased a lot of plants and kind of spent a lot of money that day, more than I have ever spent in one day on plants. So I was a little bit freaked out. That day we come back from the pop-up shop, and she messaged me back with the pricing. And to be fair, her pricing are normal. She was not overcharging or anything like that. It just, me personally, I felt like, oh my gosh, I just spent a lot of money today on so many plants and I can't really buy more at this point. That's just not okay. So I did one responsible thing, you guys. I messaged her back and I asked her if I possibly could reach out to her later, maybe in a month or so, and purchase those Hoyas, just because I basically told her I can't afford it. She is the nicest person I've met, and she was so cool about it. But then I came downstairs and my husband and I were cooking dinner, and I was so proud of myself how responsible I was, and I mentioned to him that I basically told Camilla that I can't afford them right now and I'm not gonna buy them right now. And here's what my husband did. Not in a million years I was actually expecting that from him at all. And a lot of plant people pretty sure can relate, because our spouse is not that supportive of our hobbies. So, but my husband actually looked at me and he said, so wait a second, you reached out to the lady yourself, you asked her if you can purchase plants from her, and then you basically said never mind. And I said yes, because I thought it would be the most responsible thing at the moment to do. And he said to me, honey, now you just have to buy Hoyas from her. That's just not cool. And I was shocked. I did not expect that reaction from him whatsoever. So basically I told him, okay, keep talking, I'm listening. So I immediately messaged Camilla and I told her, never mind, husband approves another plant purchase. So she was very entertained by that, and she basically said that I have the nicest husband ever, and because he is so nice, she gonna include a free Hoya for him. And I'm dying to know what she put in for him. I hope I didn't bore you with my silly story, but let's get into this box and see what I got here, you guys. So basically it's packaged in just a little box with a tissue papers, and I have never purchased from her, so I don't know what size of cuttings she includes or anything about it. But one thing I want to tell you, this package came so fast, you guys. She mailed it to me on Monday and today is Saturday. I mean, all the way from Sweden to Michigan, USA. Like, that's crazy. So that's definitely pretty fast. So I'm pretty sure they're all looking amazing at this point. Oh my gosh. I actually have 4 Hoyas here. And remember, I only purchased 2. So let's start off with the ones that I actually did purchase. And one of the Hoyas that's been on my wish list for quite some time, you guys. And like I mentioned before, I don't know why they don't have them in US. And this is so cute. She actually included a photo of the actual blooms. And this is Hoya Minutiflora, you guys. This is beautiful. Let me see if I can get her out of the bag and show it to you up close. It's just a cutting, and I did tell her I'm very comfortable purchasing cuttings. I don't need them to be rooted. And plus, whenever you buy actual cuttings, you guys, you save a little bit of money. So, but here she is. And the reason why I wanted to get Hoya Minutiflora, because look at those leaves. They are tiny, you guys. They are so little. They're adorable. And the blooms on this Hoya are very tiny also. So I really wanted to have that one. And I just don't think it's a popular Hoya in US yet. So that's probably why I couldn't find it anywhere else. Very pretty plant. I hope I can grow her. That is so nice how she does this, you guys. This is definitely a great idea. So next Hoya I purchased from her, that was absolutely spontaneous purchase. I just saw a picture of actual bloom on her Instagram, and I will put it somewhere here so you guys can see. And I was absolutely obsessed. Just the blooms were so adorable. They almost looked fake to me. So I've decided that I'm like, I have to have it, although I don't even know what it is. This is Hoya species Yellow Sapphire, you guys. And I know the foliage probably is not that interesting to some of you guys, but once your Hoyas start blooming, you realize you want to start collecting them more for blooms than actually foliage. So foliage is just plain simple foliage about medium size, and it's kind of a medium thickness leaf. So it's not the thickest leaf that Hoyas could have, but it's not the thinnest one either. And I gotta tell you guys, when I started collecting Hoyas, I was also focused on the actual foliage. I still love either the giant leaves or veiny leaves or tiny leaves, but I love interesting foliage to this day, and I will always like that. But also in the beginning, we were all told that the Hoyas don't bloom that often. It takes years for them to bloom, and a lot of us who started collecting them, we were collecting them really for the foliage more than flowers, expecting that this Hoya is just never gonna bloom for us. And look at this, just a few years later, they all blooming one after another. At least for me, they kind of do. Some of them bloom as they are in the propagation box for me. So once I realized they bloom a lot faster than we thought. So I definitely appreciate Hoyas for blooms now. Let me get to the gifts, you guys. I got 2 gifts here, which I was not expecting at all. I really thought she's gonna send one little Hoya for my husband that I'm gonna have to take care of. So she definitely surprised me with 2. And one of them, actually, I'm very excited that she sent to me. But this is, you guys, Hoya Minibelle right here. And it have a little bit of splash on the leaves. And let me show you the card with the blooms so you guys have an idea what they look like. And the reason why I'm actually very excited about this Hoya, because I have had a cutting of Minibelle that I purchased, I want to say a couple of years ago, and it was not a good clone in my opinion, or it could have been just suffering from flat mites, just like a lot of Hoyas I guess in my collection did, and we just at that point did not know about them. I had a 2-leaf cutting I believe for quite some time in my grow tent, and it never really done anything. It really did not grow. It did not do anything for a very long time, and finally it just died. And it's funny because it actually died after I did all the treatment and stuff for flat mites, and I think what happened is it just honestly exhausted its energy, because with flat mites it probably tried to grow and it just wasn't happening for so long. It just exhausted its energy and it was done with me. I am super excited that she included this Hoya for me, you guys, because, well, for my husband. But is he gonna get this Hoya? Probably not. I might keep this one. I'll just give him some Carnosa and he won't even know the difference. So thank you so much, Camilla, for this beautiful Hoya. Because a lot of times whenever people send you free cuttings, not that I don't appreciate them, I totally do. But you know, when you have a pretty large collection to begin with, a lot of times it would be something that I already have. So, but this time I'm surprised, 2 Hoyas that I actually don't own. With that said, let's move on to a next Hoya, which I also don't have, and it looks like another gift from my husband, or maybe she gave me one and gave him one as a gift. I don't know, but all I know, I got 2 free Hoyas right here. This is, you guys, a Hoya Mirabilis. This is very cute, you guys. Look at the foliage on it. It is so cute. It's small. It has a little bit of splash. It feels very good. So very cute, and also very generous cutting, you guys. Look at this. I also don't have that Hoya. I have never had this Hoya, which is great. So it's definitely another addition to my collection. So very happy with this guy. I looked at them before online and I just never purchased it. So, but now I have it, or let's say my husband has it. And let me show you blooms on this Hoya. I'm loving the fact that she included these little pictures. What a great idea, you guys, because a lot of us buying Hoyas and we don't really know what the blooms would look like unless you do research prior. But this is very cute. Looks like kind of green tone flowers, and they're fuzzy with yellow corona. Very cute. I am so excited, you guys. So if you guys impressed as much as I am with Camilla's cuttings here, definitely check out her Instagram, and maybe you will find some Hoyas that you would like to purchase from her. And especially now that I have done shipment from Sweden, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. I actually have Hoyas from Sweden in my house. That's pretty impressive. And not just from Sweden, I mean, having Camilla's plants, that's pretty impressive. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my silly little story about my cute husband. I hope you enjoyed seeing all these Hoyas that I got. I know I am super excited, and I'm gonna go and pot them up and start rooting them. So if you guys enjoyed this video, support my channel by giving it a like, share with your plant friends, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys want to see more of my plant videos, I have a lot of Hoya videos since I'm such a Hoya head. And I also have videos on some other plants that I also enjoy, so you can click on this end screen right here. Or if you want to see more, really just go on my channel. There's so many videos there. And I will see you guys in those videos. If not, I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys!